Have you ever felt like your world was falling apart? As if every foundation you built your life upon was suddenly crumbling, leaving you in a state of chaos and uncertainty. The job, the relationship, your sense of self, it all seems to be dissolving. In these moments, it's natural to feel fear, to believe you've taken a wrong turn or that you are being punished. But what if I told you that this demolition is not a sign of failure, but a sign of your greatest miracle being built? What if the chaos is the sound of the universe clearing a path for something far greater than you could have ever imagined? This period of profound difficulty is not an obstacle on your path. It is the path itself. It is a necessary, albeit intense, internal restructuring. The universe is not breaking you down. It is breaking you open. It's excavating the old, unstable ground of your limiting beliefs and past traumas to pour a new, unshakable foundation. A foundation strong enough to hold the weight of the blessings that are on their way to you. This is not just a comforting spiritual idea. It is a fundamental principle of creation that echoes from ancient wisdom to the very frontiers of quantum physics. You are on the precipice of a profound transformation, and the very turmoil you are experiencing is the undeniable evidence that your breakthrough is imminent. The key is to shift your perspective from seeing it as a breakdown to recognizing it as a buildup. So how do you navigate this intense period of restructuring? The answer is both profoundly simple and radically challenging. You surrender. This isn't the surrender of giving up. It's the surrender of giving over. It's a conscious decision to stop fighting the current, to release your white-knuckled grip on control, and to trust the intelligent, benevolent flow of the universe. When you are in resistance, fighting against what is, you are broadcasting a chaotic, low-frequency signal of fear and lack. You are telling the universe that you do not trust it, and in doing so, you amplify the struggle. But when you choose to surrender, you shift your entire energetic signature. You move from resistance to allowance, from fear to trust. This is an active state of being. It's the deep inner knowing that even if you can't see the whole staircase, you can trust the step you're on. During this phase, the universe begins to send you signals, little winks to let you know you're on the right track. You might start noticing synchronicities, seeing repeating numbers, thinking of someone, and then they call, or finding the perfect book at the perfect time. You may experience moments of unexpected peace amidst the storm, a sudden clarity, or a deep sense of being cared for. These are not coincidences. These are breadcrumbs from the quantum field, confirming that your new reality is crystallizing. Your job is not to figure out the how or the when. Your only job is to hold the frequency of trust and allow the process to unfold. The primary reason this process of surrender feels so difficult lies deep within the architecture of your own mind. Neuroscience reveals that approximately 95% of your daily thoughts, behaviors, and emotional reactions are governed by your subconscious mind. This is a vast library of recorded programs, many of which were installed in your early childhood. It operates on a simple principle: to keep you safe by repeating what is familiar. To your subconscious, the familiar equals survival, even if the familiar is a state of struggle, anxiety, or unworthiness. So when you stand at the edge of a massive life change, even one that leads to your greatest joy, your subconscious mind sounds the alarm. The chaos of transformation is unfamiliar. The identity of the person who has the miracle is unknown. Your subconscious will therefore flood your system with doubt, fear, and a compelling urge to retreat to the old familiar misery. It is trying to protect you by keeping you the same. This is why you feel such intense internal resistance. It's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's the predictable response of a biological system designed to resist change. You are not your subconscious programming. You are the consciousness that can observe it. Recognizing this is the first step to reclaiming your power. You must be willing to feel the fear of the unknown and take the leap anyway, consciously choosing to override the old programming with a new directive of trust and expansion. This is the sacred work of reconditioning your mind to accept the blessings you deserve. This is where you become an active participant in the creation of your miracle. The principles of quantum physics provide a powerful framework for understanding this. The famous double-slit experiment demonstrated a profound truth. The act of observation affects reality. Particles behave as a wave of infinite possibilities until they are observed, at which point they collapse into a single, specific particle of experience. You are the observer of your life, your focus, your attention, and most importantly, the emotional frequency you hold while you observe determines which possibility from the quantum field collapses into your reality. When you are in the midst of chaos and you observe it through the lens of fear, you are collapsing more possibilities for chaos and struggle. But when you consciously choose to observe your situation through the lens of trust, seeing the chaos as a necessary clearing, you begin to collapse the possibilities for miracles, solutions, and breakthroughs. This is a practical, actionable step you can take right now. Instead of focusing on the problems and feeling the anxiety they produce, shift your focus to the feeling of the desired outcome. How will you feel when this situation is resolved? Feel that peace, that joy, that gratitude in your body right now. Hold that emotional frequency. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing which reality you energize. You are using your consciousness as a tuning fork. By vibrating at the frequency of your solution, you command the quantum field to organize itself into a reality that matches that vibration. This is the observer effect in action. Your unwavering, trusting focus is the catalyst that turns the potential for a miracle into your tangible experience. To truly grasp the magnitude of your creative power, we must go even deeper. You are not just a body with a mind. You are a multidimensional being, an antenna of consciousness broadcasting and receiving energy and information from the quantum field. This field is not empty space. It's a vibrant, intelligent sea of infinite potential, containing every possible reality. Every thought you think and every emotion you feel creates an electromagnetic signature, a unique frequency. When your thoughts are aligned with your emotions, you broadcast a powerful, coherent signal into the field. For example, if you think about the abundance you desire and you genuinely feel the emotions of gratitude and worthiness, you create a coherent signal that resonates with the potential reality of abundance. However, when you're in a state of internal conflict, thinking you want a miracle but feeling the emotions of fear, doubt, and unworthiness, you broadcast an incoherent, chaotic signal. This weak, scattered signal cannot create a clear resonance and struggles to manifest a clear reality. The period of chaos is often an external reflection of this internal incoherence. It's the universe showing you where your energy is divided. Epigenetics shows us that our emotional states can even influence our genetic expression, turning certain genes on or off. When you consciously choose to harmonize your thoughts and feelings, you are not only sending a coherent signal to the quantum field, you are literally changing your biology. You are up-leveling your entire being to become a vibrational match for a new reality. The goal is to move from incoherence to coherence. This is achieved through the practice of surrender and trust we've discussed. It is about aligning your heart and your mind, your energy and your intention. You stop praying for a miracle from a place of lack, and you start embodying the frequency of the person who has already received it. You become the miracle in energetic form before it appears in physical form. This is the master key to conscious creation. Integrating this profound understanding into your daily life is what transforms it from a concept into a lived reality. This isn't about sitting for hours in meditation, unless that calls to you. It's about weaving this new awareness into the fabric of your moment-to-moment experience. Begin each day with a simple, powerful intention. Before your feet hit the floor, close your eyes and declare, either silently or aloud, "Today, I choose to see every event as a step toward my highest good. I surrender my need to control, and I trust the process of my becoming." This act sets your energetic tone for the day. Then, throughout your day, become a detective for evidence of this truth. Look for the small synchronicities, the moments of grace, When you find a prime parking spot right when you need it, don't dismiss it. Acknowledge it. Say thank you. Feel a flicker of gratitude. When a friend calls with the exact advice you needed to hear, recognize it as the universe speaking to you. By consciously acknowledging these moments, you are training your brain to see the evidence of a supportive universe. You are strengthening the neural pathways of trust and weakening the old pathways of fear. Now, I invite you to participate in this co-creation with me. In the comments below, share one small sign or synchronicity you have noticed this week. It could be anything. By sharing it, you not only amplify its energy for yourself, but you contribute to a collective field of recognition that uplifts everyone who reads it. Let's show each other the tangible proof that we live in an intelligent, responsive universe. As you begin to stabilize in this new frequency of trust, you will inevitably be tested. The old identity, the one rooted in fear and limitation, will not go down without a fight. This is when doubt, impatience, and old anxieties will surge to the surface, trying to pull you back into the familiar chaos. This is a critical moment. It is not a sign that the process is failing. It is a sign that the process is working. You are detoxing from a lifetime of energetic programming. When doubt appears, your task is not to fight it or suppress it. To fight doubt is to give it your energy and make it stronger. Instead, you must learn to observe it with detached awareness. Acknowledge the thought. Ah, there is the thought of doubt. Recognize it for what it is. A residual echo of an old frequency. A cloud passing through the vast sky of your consciousness. You are not the cloud. You are the sky. This is a central teaching in many ancient spiritual traditions, from Vedanta's concept of the seer and the seen, to biblical passages that remind you to be in the world but not of it. You are the silent, spacious awareness that witnesses the thoughts and emotions. By practicing this disidentification, you rob the doubt of its power over you. You create a space between you and the old programming, and in that space, you are free to choose a different response. You can choose to anchor back into the feeling of trust. You can choose to remember the synchronicities you've witnessed. Sustaining this new state is a practice, like building a muscle. Every time you choose trust over fear, you are strengthening your connection to your true, powerful self and solidifying the foundation for the new reality you are creating. You are learning to hold your state regardless of outer conditions, which is the ultimate creative freedom. Let us bring this all together. The intense, chaotic period you may be experiencing is not a random, meaningless punishment. It is a sacred and intelligent process of demolition and reconstruction. It is your soul's way of preparing you for a blessing so grand that your old self could not contain it. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. By understanding the principles from neuroscience, you now know that the resistance you feel is the predictable firing of old subconscious programs designed to keep you small and safe. You are not that programming. By embracing the wisdom of quantum physics, you now understand that you are the observer shaping reality. Your focused attention, infused with the high-frequency emotions of trust, gratitude, and surrender, is the very force that collapses the infinite potential of the quantum field into the miraculous experience you desire. The journey requires you to shift from fighting reality to flowing with it, from controlling the outcome to trusting the process. It asks you to become a vibrational match for your desires before they appear. It requires you to notice the subtle signs and synchronicities as love notes from the universe, confirming you are on the right path. Most importantly, it calls you to stand as the conscious creator of your life, especially when doubt and fear arise. You are an infinitely powerful being of energy and light, a co-creator with the universe itself. So for the next 24 hours, I invite you to make a commitment. Just for one day, consciously choose to see everything that happens as being for you. Relinquish the need to judge, to label, to control. When a challenge arises, simply say to yourself, I trust this process. I know this is part of my miracle. Observe how this simple shift in perspective changes your energy, your experience, and your world. You are so much more powerful than you have been led to believe. The chaos is your chrysalis, and you are ready to emerge.